You know what's interesting? This is going to be a little bit of a ramble. First of all, I'm in my car. Yes. I'm going 10 miles an hour. And most of the time this will be spent completely stopped because I live in LA. People are like, oh, you're making a video while you're driving. And I'm like, have you seen a Tesla where like the whole entire inside is a computer? Have you ever seen a cop car where the entire inside is a computer? Like, my ability to drive this vehicle is not impaired. Worrywart, okay? This is like most of the time whenever you see the background moving behind me, my tires aren't even making a full rotation because I'm in Los Angeles traffic. Anyway, that's for all the people and they always put a warning on my video. Don't do this. Like I'm about to like I'm jumping off a cliff. Anyway, what's crazy is like the lie that is painted every time somebody thinks conservative things. Like, for example, I don't really see it happening in a lot of other situations, so it's like confusing for me. So like, take for example, J.K. Rowling. This is the least that I know about this situation. This is the least of the people that I know about this situation. That'll make sense in a second. She basically said that men are men and women are women, okay? And people who didn't like that she said that called her a transphobe and said that she hated trans people and all of this shit. I can't even remember what they said. But she never said that she hated trans people. You know what I mean? So then I got to thinking about like when I was super liberal and I would hear just from whoever, I would hear things like Ben Shapiro is a racist, or Ben Shapiro is a transphobe, or I would hear one that I heard all the time, Jordan Peterson is an anti-Semite. He's anti-Semitic. He hates the you-know-who. And I heard that all the time. So like, because I was just liberal, did I repeat it? No, I didn't. I was never dumb enough to do stuff like that. I wasn't ever like, oh yeah, that person is that way. But like in my head, I thought like, oh, because I heard that person's that way, you know? Because it's not just that you heard it, it's that every single person around you is saying it. And I remember like before I even like made any kind of political switch, it was in like 2021, I heard repeatedly, I even made a TikTok about it, repeatedly so much that Jordan Peterson was an anti-Semite. And I remember at that point I had only like dabbled in his content, like I'd only seen a couple of things, and I thought to myself, this seems like a compassionate, brilliant man. It's so odd to me that he's said these horrible things. So I'm like, where are these horrible things? So I start researching online, so much so that I can't even remember her name. She has a block for a head. That actress put him in her comic book or whatever as the villain who was an anti-Semite because that's what she thinks. That man is not that at all. At all. Like, I don't even know where it came from. And I have listened to, I mean, if I was gonna, 100 hours of that man talking, 100, maybe more. There's a very good possibility that could potentially be even more than 100 hours of him speaking, which is probably as much as I've heard like close friends of mine speak. He hasn't said anything about that. The only thing I could ever even find where he said the J word was whenever he did a study about how, don't quote me on this, but it was about how Ashkenazi Jews are the smartest people on earth. Like, actually, like, IQ-wise, have the highest IQs on earth. Well, that's the only thing I can find. So it's just like, it's bizarre. And like, I witness it every single day online. Like yesterday, I posted, just me giggling at that video, you can watch it, it's on my feed right now, of Candace Owens, and this person with like rainbow hair stands up and asks Candace Owens how she feels about the fact that that all of the trans people on campus right at that moment feel victimized by her presence. She just spoke for all of them, this person that stood up. And I'm giggling at Candace Owens' response, which was, if your she said, life's hard, get a helmet. That's what she said. So this is how I witnessed this stuff happening firsthand. Like, especially if I was like famous or something, just let's say that I was. I'd make that video of me laughing at that, of her telling this person, life's tough, get a helmet, because she said this ridiculous thing. I have been told probably 15 times that I'm a transphobe. I mean, and oh my God, can't even tell you how many times I've been told that in my life, or over the last like couple months that I've been posting like content with a conservative aura. Me making that duet of Candace Owens, I'm a transphobe. I've never said anything about I've never used any kind of like hate speech towards trans people. I've never even said that I dislike trans people. I've never said any of that before. And I don't. And I think about even whenever like Ben Shapiro was, but like somebody says that, and then another person hears it, and they're in this like echo chamber. They think that I'm in an echo chamber. I'm not. I was liberal for 10 years. I'm out of the echo chamber, and I know exactly what it was like to be them. It's just so crazy to me. Like, that is such like, if that's such like a loaded thing to say about a person, that they are, you know, it basically means that they're, that they hate that kind of person, you know? With zero, just because you have a glimmer of a different opinion, you are a phobe of that. A phobe. And you hate, and you hate them, and you're racist, and you da-da-da. Why? I have never had a thought of like hate, of hatred, or what actual transphobia is about towards a trans person. I don't want children to be indoctrinated to this movement that is perpetuated people that actually don't have that in their brain. People that don't actually have it are getting misdiagnosed and led down a path because the medical system makes so much fucking money off of every single person that decides that they're going to become trans. Did I say that people that don't exist? Fuck no, I didn't. I didn't ever say that. I didn't ever say that. And I don't say that. And I don't have any hate in my heart towards any of these people. What I actually have is compassion for them. I really do. But you have to give people tough love instead of affirming every single thought that they've ever had in their head, especially children. That is not love. Affirming every thought that they've ever had in their head is not love. If there was someone that was schmanorexic, would you go, yes, you're absolutely right. You are the fattest person on earth. We need to go together and go get you some diet pills. No, you wouldn't. You would say, you're confused. You see your body the wrong way. You know what I mean? I'm your friend. I love you. I care about you. We're going to get through this. That's what you do. And then, you know, where is the foe? There isn't. It's this thing is painted. It's such an easy way to silence someone. Oh, they're this, so don't ever listen to a word they say. It's like a cult. It's fucking crazy.